The second argument used to show that God can't exist is the logical problem of evil. David Hume is most famous for presenting it. Here's how it goes. The world is filled with pointless evil. Now there may be a God that is all good, but not powerful enough to stop it. Or there may be a God that is all powerful, but not good enough to want to stop it. Therefore there is no all-powerful, all-loving God. However, within academia, it is generally agreed upon that Plantinga's free will defense has shown that such a God can logically exist. William Alston says, the effort to demonstrate that evil disproves God is now acknowledged on almost all sides in philosophy as completely bankrupt. Here is how Plantinga's free will defense goes.
A world containing creatures who are significantly free and freely perform more good than evil actions is more valuable, all else being equal, than a world containing no free creatures at all. Now, God can create free creatures, but He can't cause or determine them to do only what is right. For if He does so, then they aren't significantly free after all. They do not do what is right freely. To create creatures capable of moral good, therefore, He must create creatures capable of moral evil. And He can give these creatures the freedom to perform evil and at the same time prevent them from doing so. C.S. Lewis would agree, saying, "Imagine a wooden beam became soft as grass when it was used as a weapon, and the air refused to obey me if I attempted to set up in it the sound waves that carry lies or insults. But such a world would be one in which wrong actions were impossible, and in which, therefore, freedom of the will would be void. If the principle were carried out to its logical conclusion, evil thoughts would be impossible, for the cerebral matter which we use in thinking would refuse its task when we attempted to frame them." Continuing his defense, Plantinga says, as it turned out, sadly enough, some of the free creatures God created went wrong in the exercise of their freedom. This is the source of moral evil. The fact that free creatures sometimes go wrong, however, counts neither against God's omnipotence nor against His goodness, for He could have forestalled the occurrence of moral evil only by removing the possibility of moral good.
As Plantinga teaches, just because God permits evil, that doesn't mean there aren't any good reasons for it. It may very well be less benevolent for God to deny us freedom than to prevent us from committing moral evil.